The best stocks for you to invest in right now. If you're a beginner looking to find the right kind of stocks to invest in, the market can look pretty intimidating, especially at a time like this when the pandemic has shaken everything from the ground up. Now, when you venture into the stock market with your hard-earned money, you want to make sure that your money goes to the right place and you get the right kind of return. Which is why, in this video, we're giving you a roundup of the top 10 stocks to buy for beginners in 2021, so you can kick off your journey as an investor on a high note. Number 10. Amazon. While the COVID-19 pandemic might have turned the market volatile and unpredictable in some arenas, others have definitely experienced a crazy amount of growth. And one stock that you should 100% keep your eyes on is e-commerce. Think of it this way. When you were stuck at home during lockdowns, what's the one thing that people did the most? The answer is online shopping, which is why the e-commerce industry has seen a sudden boom in the past year. And now that people know that they can order anything they might ever want with a simple click of a button, online shopping is only gaining more momentum. And that's where Amazon comes in. Since June 2020, the company's stock price has climbed from around $2,545 per share to more than $3,500 per share, making it one of the strongest stocks in the e-commerce category. So if you're just entering the stock market, or if you've been an experienced investor for a while now, Amazon is definitely a stock to look out for because it's only expected to increase in value in the near future. Number 9. Zoom. And while we're talking about the pandemic, let's not forget about Zoom, shall we? When the whole world shut down, multinational companies, schools, universities, startups, and even families turned to Zoom to stay connected with one another, which is why the stock shares for Zoom experienced a high like no other, with a whopping 108% increase in its value in 2020. Considering the fact that Zoom has become such an integral part of the corporate sector, people are now realizing the value of working remotely, which is why this video conferencing platform is only expected to grow from here onwards. So even if pandemic winds down, experts believe that we will still be using Zoom in our everyday lives, especially now that the platform has upgraded its technologies. The company's IPO was in April 2019 at $36 a share, and since then, this number has gone up to $383, which is enough reason to believe that investing in Zoom is definitely a smart move. Number 8. Pfizer. While pharmaceutical companies have always dominated the stock market, with the vaccine rollout, people are now more interested in them than ever before. While Pfizer was experiencing a slump in shares before the pandemic hit, after the vaccine rollout, the company has had more than $1 billion in orders for its vaccine in collaboration with biotech, and that has sent its shares soaring to the sky. The vaccine actually brought in $3.5 billion, accounting for about 24% of revenue, and by the end of the year, vaccine sales for Pfizer are expected to make about $24 billion. And not just the vaccine, but drugs like Eliquis and Vyndamax also make up for more than half of Pfizer's sales, which is why the company is expected to see stable growth in its revenue from now on, making it a lucrative stock for beginners. Number 7. Netflix. No other video streaming company ever came close to the impact that Netflix has had on a global scale. With thousands of titles available all over the world, Netflix is currently one of the world's leading entertainment sites. And with the kind of growth the platform has experienced in the digital age, there's no slowing down for Netflix anytime in the future. The real reason why Netflix is a great stock for beginners in 2021 is the fact that the company has potential to expand nearly everywhere in the world as countries like India and Brazil modernize their internet infrastructure. Netflix has an unbelievable market that it can keep tapping into. With a current net worth of $28 billion, investors believe that Netflix is a great growth stock that beginners need to include in their portfolio if they're serious about earning return. And with a stock price that has soared greater than 450% over the past 5 years, trust me, Netflix is always going to be a big win for any investor. Number 6. Tesla. Think about it. Do you ever go a day without hearing about everything great that Tesla is doing? From creating the world's most efficient electric vehicles to giving the world unbelievably sustainable methods of transportation, there's no denying the fact that Tesla is definitely the future of the automotive industry, which is why you should start thinking of investing in Tesla stocks right about now. Tesla is one company that has tons of potential as we move into a more advanced digital age. And while paying over $850 for one share in the company might be a little heavy on your pocket, there really are no limits to what what Tesla can achieve in the near future, especially with the company's venture into battery production. That, combined with the fact that Tesla delivered over 200,000 cars in the second quarter of 2021, shows that Tesla is definitely hot in the market, which is why now is the time to get ahead in the game and invest into Tesla's diversified stocks, which will not only let you buy into some of the most revolutionary cars this world has ever seen, but it will also help you put your money towards insane technological advancements with a single stock purchase. Sounds like a pretty good deal, right? Number 5, Apple. And speaking of technology, you didn't think Apple was much far behind, did you? Well, ever since the launch and success of the very first iPhone in 2007, Apple has been a competitive player in the stock market. And because Apple has been so consistent with its return, it's the perfect stock to invest in 2021. Especially if you're just starting out. To put things into perspective, if you invested $5,000 in AAPL 5 years ago, those shares would be worth around $15,000 today, and I'd say that's a pretty great deal. Currently, Apple shares are worth $146, which is a small price to pay considering the fact that Apple saw double-digit year-over-year growth rates in every product category last year. The company currently has 1.65 billion active devices, and this number is only expected to grow as Apple expands its product range further. After years of developing quality hardware, software, and services to its customers, the company has earned strong brand power and customer loyalty, which is why the company has a competitive edge over all other tech companies. Apple's consistently strong business performance for a decade now is more than enough reasons for beginners to start investing in the company's stock before it's too late. Number 4, Facebook. Facebook has always been a social media giant, but in recent years, Mark Zuckerberg has expanded his empire with the purchase of Instagram and WhatsApp, which has grown the company's share price to around $363, which is 7 times higher than it was when the company initially went public. Combining all 3 platforms, Facebook has over 2.8 billion active users, and the number is only expected to grow with the rise of digitization. Not just individual people, but brands like Nike, Adidas, and so many more are also consistent users of all these social media platforms, which has made it easy for even the most seasoned investors to put their trust in Facebook's growth potential. This, combined with the fact that Facebook is soon about to hit $1 trillion in net worth, shows that this is one stock that you probably won't go wrong with. Given Facebook's massive user base and the constant profit that the company has generated since going public in 2012, this is definitely a stock that you need in your portfolio as a beginner investor in 2021. Number 3, Spotify. Speaking of social media, Spotify is a close second to Facebook and is a stock that's extremely popular with millennial investors because of how popular it is. One of the major reasons why Spotify stock is a good buy right now is the fact that Spotify is an industry leader when it comes to music streaming services. With a customer base of 185 million paid users and 286 million active accounts at the moment compared to Apple Music's 82 million, which is a pretty weak number in comparison. In addition to music, Spotify also offers tons of podcasts, diversifying its product range. The company's partnership with high-profile celebrities like Kim Kardashian and, most recently, Michelle Obama, in addition to its constant expansion into different countries worldwide. Experts believe that Spotify is a platform that will keep finding ways to engage its consumers, making it a worthy stock to invest into in 2021. Number 2, Microsoft. This one goes without saying, but considering the fact that Microsoft is one of the world's most successful companies, you really can't go wrong with purchasing some stocks here, even if you're just starting out in the market. Why? Well, because Microsoft is a company that offers you something that most other companies don't: reliability. I mean, think about it. What doesn't Microsoft offer? Software, hardware, cloud computing, and that too in every part of the world. Not to mention just stability, but Microsoft has always proven it profitably with acquisitions of companies like LinkedIn and Skype. You also have the chance to invest in a diversified range of platforms with every stock purchase in the company, which is definitely a great way to start off in the stock market. Over the last decade, it averaged an operating income margin of 33.1%. Despite its already rapid rise, and so far in 2021, the stocks look like it could have more room to go even higher. Despite the pandemic, Microsoft is still going strong with about $289 per share, which just goes to show you that it's one of the smartest choices you can ever make as an investor, beginner or otherwise. Number 1. iRobot Corp. That's right, iRobot is the same company that makes robot vacuum cleaners. But don't be fooled, because with the lockdown last year, people are now investing into the home cleaning industry, now more than ever, especially with remote working. And with this sudden rise in sales, the company has seized the opportunity to up its game and has invested in even better technology to integrate artificial intelligence into their existing products with a mobile app that gives the users more control over their robot vacuums. This way, the company has created a direct communication channel with its customer base, and that has only helped iRobot improve their user experience even more, resulting in, you guessed it, more sales. So at this point, not only is iRobot offering customers hardware, but they've also made software one of their biggest revenue generation streams. And it doesn't just stop there, because the company is also currently venturing into a new product line of educational coding robots aimed at teaching children to program, which is why tech enthusiasts believe that the market for iRobot is extremely hot right now. And you, as a beginning investor in 2021, should definitely invest your money into the company, unless you want to regret your decision 5 years from now. That's all we have for the top 10 stocks that you should be investing in as a beginner in 2021. Which company do you have your eyes set on? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that notification bell for more. See you next time with something new. Bye!